Yo, Still Bills, what's the deal, man? Y'all know how the story go. I just dropped my daughter off at daycare and I'm heading to the plantation, man, to start my day off. But peep game, man. I think we finally seen some sort of good news as it pertains to Tank Davis and his handlers. Like the fact that Floyd even entertained Ryan Garcia and not Devin Haney, but Tank Davis having a fight, that's a step in the right direction. That's definitely a step in the right direction. I'm not a fan of him with the man, but it got to be at 35. I'm not a fan of that shit, but that's how the story goes, man. Floyd had to do it, and I'm not even mad about it because Tank said I'll only go back. I could have swore unless it's my imagination running away with me. I could have swore he said, yo, I'm only going back down to 135 to fight Tank. I could have swore he said that in the post-fight interview. I could have swore he said that. Maybe I'm tripping, but I'm almost positive he said that. So I honestly can't even be too mad at it. I can't even be too mad at it. Even though I understand why people are irritated with it, because it's like, yo, you running game, man. He's fought Barrios at 140 pounds. Why can't he just simply pack on another 5 pounds and move up and fight Ryan? So I don't know, man. All in all, this is a conversation that's kind of dominating the headlines or whatever. That and the Andre situation, we're gonna talk about that. But I like the fight because I think it's a as I've stated before, it's a fight that's winnable for both opponents. I'm not excited about it. I'm not paying for it unless I go to a fight party and watch it and they're charging me to get in. But I'm not about to order the pay-per-view. I'm not, because I'm not about to, buy into the little antics that they do, man. Because after they fight each other, where do they go from here? Where do they go from here? If Gervonta wins, where does he go from here? Look what I was able to do with the likes of a Ryan Garcia without being the champion. If Ryan Garcia wins, where does he go from here? He's calling out Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, it sounds good. But do y'all really think in y'all heart of hearts that man is going to fight Teofimo Lopez? Because I do not. So I'm good on the diva antics. It's good. It's a good fight for boxing because it's two divas getting in the ring. It's two bubble wrap fighters getting in the ring. And I just think it's a good fight because I think both of them are talented fighters. It's just not, it's a meaningless fight. It's a fight for social media supremacy. That's it. It's not no fight that's like, oh shit, nigga, this gonna determine who the baddest man on the planet. No, it's none of that. None of these cats ain't being implemented into the pound for pound rankings. None of these dudes just move. I don't even think they move up. Well, they probably move up in the rankings within their whatever division they fight in if one wins or the other. But what if one? We need to start thinking about what happens if one of them loses. I think that's the most important thing. I think that's the most important thing, man. Is Ryan mentally stable enough to handle a defeat? What does Floyd Mayweather do with Tank if Ryan beats him? What happens then? What happens then, man? Because they haven't put, they have with Ryan, I must admit. Luke Campbell was a good win. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Luke Campbell was a good win. And Mario Barrios was a good win for Tank. But they, like I said before, they did chop at the bits of the weaker link in the 140-pound division. They did do that. They did do that. They definitely did do that. But he was able to get the job done. You dig what I'm saying? And because of that, because he was able to get the job done with him, he's, they're perceiving him to be able to beat Regis and Josh Taylor and the upper echelon opponents in the division. So I'm like this, man. What happens if either one of them lose. Floyd is living vicariously through Tank, so he's inadvertently putting Tank in this position, in this mind state of perfection where you can't lose. If you lose, your worth is out the window. Your worth is out the window if you lose. You know what I'm saying? So what happens if he loses? They're fighting only in-house fights. They don't, the PBC and Mayweather Promotions and all that, they don't have a run-of-the-mill on lightweights. They don't have Haney, they don't have Teofimo Lopez, they don't have Lomachenko, they don't have Richard Comey. Like they don't have the best 135 pounders. They don't. Nor the 140 pounders. So cool, yeah, we gonna do our thing in-house. We fighting only in-house fights. We don't give a fuck about them niggas over there. Where the real problems are waiting. And with that being said, it's like we're not worried about them. So he hasn't put that man in, in the face of enough adversity to where he could possibly lose a fight. He could possibly lose to where you can't bank on your knockout. You can't bank on your power puncher. You have to bring IQ into the scenario. You have to be able to box, place your punches properly, counter effectively. Make him miss, make him pay. Not, oh, I'm going to wait till he throws the same combination 2 and 3 times and then punish him for it. No. You slip, you tap to the body. You roll, you come back up with the hook. Same with Ryan. They refuse to let that man go anywhere near goddamn Devin Haney. They refuse to. And look at what it cost him. A shot at a title, which he isn't worried about anyway. That man don't want no title unless he wins it from a vacant. If Devin Haney vacates all his straps and moves up, he'll fight for a vacant strap at 135 if he goes back down there. I guarantee it. He's at 140 now, so Josh Taylor, he vacated 2 straps to go and get that run, run that back with Jack Catterall. So if a belt goes vacant with one of the vacant belts up there, Ryan's gonna try and work his way into the rankings and then that sanctioned body and capture the strap, so he can shut everybody the fuck up. Which I'm not mad at people who win vacant belts. I'm not mad at it at all, but it's how you go about doing it. If that belt is available, I bet that. Now, what are you going to do to honor you being a champion? Are you going to honor the mandatories? Are you going to try and unify? I'm not mad at people winning vacant straps. Just what are you doing with the belt? That's all I'm asking. So their focus is just kind of in the wrong place, if you ask me. You dig? None of them niggas want to be champions. None of them want to do anything significant in the sport. They just want to give you all. They want to give you the smoke screens, and that's all they. That's what their whole career is predicated on: smoke screens. And I just think that shit is lame. But what do I know? I don't know shit. Like Rummy's Corner said. Shout out to Rummy's Corner. What I think that needs to be the question that needs to be asked. What happens if fuck the winner? Fuck the winner. What is going to happen to the loser? What are we doing with the loser? Because me, I don't care if a fighter loses. If he loses, all right, cool. You can learn from the loss. I've explained that before. You can learn from the loss. It can be the best thing in your career to lose. I don't need a fighter to be 50-0 or 48-1. I don't care about none of that shit. Have your multiple losses on your resume. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care. I do not care. Because if you 99.9% of boxers are going to lose. It's going to happen. You can't get away. You can't get around that. Unless you're trying to get around it and trying to retire undefeated. And you take, the precautionary steps to do so. I think that shit is corny. So I don't care about a fighter losing. There's not too many people on this planet who can deal with you anyway. So who else are you supposed to lose? You're supposed to lose to somebody that's on your level. If you're going to lose. Lose. Who cares? It is what it is. It is what it is. Just learn from it, grow from it, and continue to progress throughout your career. These fighters are not being groomed to lose. They're being groomed to only win. And if you lose, you have to contemplate retirement off of one loss, where that one loss could have been the biggest benefit and blessing to your career. So what happens if one of these fighters lose? What happens if Ryan Garcia loses to Tank? What happens if Tank loses to Ryan? That's the biggest question. Fuck how big this fight. No, what happens if either one of them lose? I think that is the most intriguing part of the fight. I don't care about the winner, because the winner ain't more than likely gonna do shit with the winning. They're not gonna do shit. They're going, oh well, yeah, I'm going. Tank wins, I'm going back. Only in-house fights. Y'all see what I did to the last motherfucker who called me out, who wasn't in-house. So now I don't need to fight nobody else outside of the house. Even though that fighter right there is not better than the HNIC of the division. That fighter isn't going to give you the same look of a Devin Haney. That fighter isn't going to give you the same look of a Lomachenko. Ryan Garcia, oh shit, I beat Tank. See, yeah, you know, like, yeah, I'm the real deal, and this and that and the third. Even though that man hasn't been through certain levels of adversity, he hasn't. So now you bragging on that when it's like, I just, nah, bro, nah. I want to see the bounce back of the loser. I want to see the bounce back of the loser. I'm more intrigued with who is going to lose this fight. Because I know for a fact the winner ain't going to do shit with that winning. I want to see how the loser responds to losing. Does the loser get back in the gym and go hard and say, yo, I'm about to fill these holes and these gaps in my game? Does the loser say, all right, man, I'm about to start chopping my way through the rankings and get back up there and hopefully get a title shot? Now that I lost the internet battle. That's what I'm concerned with. That's what's going to bring me excitement in this fight. The loser. I don't care about the winner. What is the loser going to do? What is the loser going to do? That's what I want to know. I think that's the, everybody's, oh man, Ryan ain't ready. They're both ready for each other. They are. They're both ready for each other. Both of them bring attributes that can exploit the other one's deficiencies. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a pick and fight. Anybody can win this fight. Everybody's like, oh man, he man, Tank. Man, Luke Campbell is a better opponent than anybody that Tank fought. Anybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm feeling about it, man. Fuck the winner. I want to see I want to see what the loser does. The loser can look himself in the mirror after he loses and decide to actually start achieving greatness, then that's who I'm going to root for. I think I'm going with the loser in this fight. So that's how I'm feeling about it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Deuces.